You know, I love the mornings. It's the soil of the day. And the first thing when I open my eyes, I wish I could say I'm beyond excited to be awake. But in fact, I'm normally quite groggy, tired, mouth a little dry, often battling to get up or just, extend a few more minutes. And through this battle, the responsibilities of the day and all of life itself starts to sink in. I start to feel a hint, a note of anxiety. Oh no, do I have enough time? I often ask myself that right away in the morning. But this is simply my morning process, my morning story. I get up, I wash my face, rinse my mouth, step into the shower, and within 2 minutes, I already feel 70% better, more awake, more alert, ready. But that question still arises. Do I have enough time? Am I late? Maybe I should take a break today. Oh man, no, I'm falling behind. The mind is working, it's doing what it does. The mind is awake, it's getting straight to work. And then I have to take a moment and remind the mind itself to take some time. I step out the shower, I change, I make a tea, I put on my shoes, and I go for a walk. And every worry, every dream, whatever I am feeling, I step into it. And I let the natural light seep deep into my eyes, let my skin breathe. And while I breathe, I set a tone, I set the pace, and now we're in a rhythm. But that question comes again. Do I have enough time? And then a gentle voice says to me, give it time. Give it your time. The things you want to do, give it your time, your focus, your presence, the relationships you want to cultivate. Give it time, give it nourishment, give it attention. The dreams you've been meditating on, give it time, give it structure, give it consistency. Give it your time, and then give it time to grow. And that's all we can do, right? We do the best we can while we can. Many of us feel behind. Many of us feel worries. Many of us have been comparing our timelines to others, questioning time. What have we done? When will this happen? When will I get married? When will my business grow? When will my following grow? When will people notice what I am doing? But these questions, these worries, these anxieties, they rob us of our presence. You see, the way to be is to do our work, to place our efforts and let the Most High, the universe, God, do the rest. And have that unshakable faith. Things are working out in your favor behind the scenes. Know that, understand that. But give it your time. We give it our time, and then we give it time to grow. And when we give it time to grow, we give it grace, we give it nourishment, we give it space, we give it our trust and our belief. We are saying, I have done my part. Now it's your turn to flourish. I'm patient. Do you speak to your dreams like this, to your goals, to your mind, or do you demand them to manifest in the present, drench them in worries constantly, lose breath over them? It's very important to be in control of how we breathe. We learn how to be centered inwardly. We balance ourselves. We develop a sound mind. We become sages within ourselves. One of my favorite quotes in the Gita is, One who is free from expectations, who is pure, skilled, impartial, and free from anxiety, and one who has renounced material pursuits. One is dear to me. Oh my God. That one brings me back to myself every single time I am rushing ahead of myself. Let me say it again. One who is free from expectations, who is pure, who is skilled, impartial, and free from anxiety. One who has renounced the material pursuits. One is dear to me. That one is dear to me is Jah, the Most High, God, the universe. The only expectation we should place is the expectation on ourselves to fully commit, to give it our time, then give it time. Anything you want to grow, there's only two things you have to do. Give it your time, and then give it time to grow. That's it. You may then ask God for patience, not realizing you are given an opportunity to cultivate patience. You are given the experience to cultivate the very things you are looking for, which are already within you. An important question to ask yourself: how am I with my time? Does it slide through my hands? Does my attention wander to places that in return don't feel very good for myself, my spirit, my soul, my mind, my body? Do I question day in, week in, where did all my time go? This is where we need to learn to apply ourselves. Learn our own pace, our own rhythm, and intuitiveness to our productivity. Life is always flowing. It's changing, it's evolving. And we can do the same. There's a principle in the Tao called Wu Wei, an ancient philosophy that, guides me on my path, brings me back to myself. And this is the practice of effortless action, or doing without doing. It means going with the flow and allowing things to unfold naturally without overly forcing them. The Tao never does anything, yet through it, all things are done. Isn't that beautiful? It's mysterious, it's mystique as well. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean it never does anything, but it gets all things done? Imagine achieving that state. That'd be beautiful. What if life felt like you were effortlessly flowing through it majority of the time and things were falling into place? You devote your time willingly, not without effort, but with readiness. And then you let things grow in their own time, living in harmony with the natural flow of life. It's about understanding that life isn't a race, but a journey. And this journey requires us to be present, to be patient, and to deepen our understanding, to trust the process. When we align ourselves with this natural flow, we begin to see the beauty in every single moment. Beauty isn't in some final destination. Meaning isn't in the future, but it's right here in the present, in this next step, and the next step, and the next step that we take. We learn to appreciate, the little wins, the little vibes, the quiet times, and even the challenges that come our way. Seeing the human experience, I see it as an offering, not a test. Each moment becomes a part of our story, a beautiful one too, our journey. We give it our time, then we give it time to grow. Think about nature, how a tree grows, right? It doesn't rush. It doesn't worry about how tall it will be or how many branches it's going to have. It just simply grows day by day, season by season. It takes in the sunlight, the rain, the nutrients from the soil. Nature provides all that the tree needs. And then it gives it its time to grow. It gives it space to grow. And just like the trees, we need to give ourselves what we need to grow. We need to nourish our minds, our bodies, our spirits, And then give ourselves time. Give ourselves time to grow. Trust the process. One of the most challenging aspects of living in harmony with that natural flow is learning to trust the process. But it's not a flick of a switch. It sounds simple. Hey, trust the process. We hear it all the time. But the truth is, we deepen trust through every step, every breath. You are learning to go deeper to understand yourself and develop a knowing. You know, we live in a world, of course, that values instant results and immediate gratification because it satisfies our senses. But true growth, true success, man, we know it often takes some time. It takes patience, perseverance, and it takes that trust. And we're developing that trust through our experiences. Know that. When we plant a seed, we don't expect it to become a tree overnight. We understand that it needs time to grow. So let's give ourselves that same understanding. Embrace the seasons, because there's many seasons in our life. Just like, I love nature. There's so many signs in there. But there are times of growth and abundance, and there are times of rest and reflection. Embrace these seasons. Don't compare your season to anybody else. Well, try not to. You will a little bit, but we learn as we go that we're all on different timelines. Sometimes living in harmony with the natural flow means letting go of control, letting go of expectations, and letting go of the need to have everything figured out. When we let go, we make room for new opportunities and experiences. We allow life to surprise us and lead us in directions we may not have considered. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means trusting that what is meant for us will come to us. What is meant for us will come to us. And we know that we can simply do the best we can while we can. Give it your time, your energy, your attention, your presence, and then give it time to grow, my friend. Thank you.